Hi everybody, in this video we will talk about the slider. So the slider, it contains this transition, this slider component, and it has the interactable button if you want it to be interactable or not. Just check it. It has this transition just like in the buttons. I have a separate video of what this transition does, so check that out. I'll leave a little link on top. But anyways, after that there's also fade duration, how long you want each of these things to last. So if you wanted to fade from one color to another color within 2.22 seconds, then it will. This navigation, depending on what you have your slider to be. If you want it to be horizontal, vertical, automatic, all that. The fill rect is just this fill component right here. It gets the rect transform. The handle rect is this handle. It gets the rect transform for that. Direction, what direction you want the slider to go. So as you can see, the slider is going this opposite direction. Let me actually change, or actually I'll show you how to change that in a minute. But let me change this real quick so you can kind of see the little division. And then on value changed. So to show you this, I'll drag the button in here. I'll change this no function to game object set active, and I'll keep it at false. This will make the actual game object disappear. So when I hit play, as soon as I move this little slider, it should set this game object to disappear. So as soon as I move it, this button should disappear, and as you can see, it disappears. And as you can see, the little transition, that's it was like 2.22 seconds, and that's because I set it right here in the fade duration. And then after that, there's background. It has an image component which I talk about in a separate video. I'll also leave that link on top. There's the fill, same thing. This fill area just has a rect transform. Handle, slide area, same thing, just the rect transform. This also has the image with, of course, the canvas renderer. And I mentioned this before, the canvas renderer, you only check this if the vertex color alpha is close to 0. If it's not, you don't have to click it. And then after that, that's pretty much it for the slider. The sliders, they're good. I actually forgot to mention this part. The minimum and maximum value. Minimum value, you could set it to anything you want. So if you actually want it to be like 20, you would have to set maximum to 100 first, and then you could set this to 20. So it will start from 20 to 100, and this could be useful, I guess, in some situations. For example, I guess maybe if honestly, I'm not sure what it would be useful for, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it's useful for something. So let's put this back at 0. You could even leave it at a really low number if you wanted to. Maybe that would be helpful in some situations with some characters. And then if you have whole numbers unchecked, then this will be a decimal number or a float. And if you have it checked, it will be whole numbers, integers. So all these numbers would be integers from 0 to 100. And as you can see, the minimum value, you can't add no more decimals. And then after that, that's pretty much it for the slider. The color, the transition, you could also use sprite swaps. And you could transition between different sprites. So right there I have a check mark, so every time I'm over the little knob, it should turn into a check mark if I hit play. But you could also put pressed, selected, or disabled. I mentioned this in the button one, so check that out. And as you can see, it turns into a little check mark. You can barely see it. There you go, a little check mark. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the slider. Okay, so before I wrap this up, I just want to show you how this could be used as a health bar. You could go to your handle. You could turn off the knob. You can make your you can make your background into a red color. You can make the fill into some kind of greenish color, and that could be your health bar. If you, let's say, you don't want that little roundish image, you could find a square image and you could actually square it off. I don't have no square image right now, but if you get a square image, you could square that off so it don't look, roundish. You could probably even change this right here. Yeah, see, you could change this pixels per unit to a high number like 5, and then do the same thing for everything else. Just change it to 5. But yeah, your health bar, as you can see, and if you see this little gap over here, what you could do, think it's you go to your, so what you could do is you go to your fill area, you click on the fill area, you hold Alt, and you go to this middle one right here. So just Alt and hit the middle one, and it should adjust to the background. And as you can see, now it fills up the whole background. And yeah, that's how you do that. And I'm gonna wrap this up here. I want to keep the video short. That way you guys could kind of get just a quick glimpse of what the UI is. Later on, like I said, when we make a game, we're going to be using the UI a lot. So there's no need to get into too much detail on every little thing. But yeah, if you like this video, please hit the like button. It will really help this channel out. Please subscribe if you haven't. It will also help the channel out and also help me know that you guys are enjoying the videos, that you guys are liking the videos. Encourage me to keep on making these videos. So once again, thank you for everything. Bye.